"The time for observation has ended," he declared. "We must act decisively before these humans become a greater threat." The council voted. The decision was made. The fate of Earth and Valora was sealed, though neither world yet knew it. Ambassador Rin stood before the Galactic Council chambers, her blue skin reflecting the harsh lights above. She had come to present a formal alliance agreement between Valora and Earth, hoping the Council would accept both worlds as equals in galactic affairs. "The humans have proven themselves to be worthy partners," Rin stated, her voice clear and confident. "They learn quickly, but respectfully. They seek knowledge, not dominance." The council members sat in a semicircle on raised platforms. Councillor Quan leaned forward, his black eyes unreadable. "We have reviewed your proposal," Quan said slowly, "and we have reached a decision." A sudden humming filled the chamber. Rin felt a strange vibration through her feet just as her communication device signaled an urgent message. Before she could check it, energy barriers sprang up around her and her small team. "What is the meaning of this?" she demanded, pressing her hands against the shimmering field. Quan stood up. "The Council has determined that the human influence on galactic stability is unacceptable. Your people's choice to align with them cannot be allowed to continue." On Earth, Admiral Tak was in the middle of a routine meeting when emergency alarms blared throughout the command center. Lieutenant Hannah rushed in, her face pale. "Sir, we're receiving distress signals from every Valoran colony simultaneously," she reported, bringing up a galactic map on the main screen. Red warning lights blinked across the display where Valoran worlds were located. The first video transmission came through seconds later. A Valoran city was burning. Council warships hung in the sky, raining down energy weapons on defenseless buildings. The transmission cut off abruptly. "Get me President Min immediately," Tak ordered, his voice tight with controlled fury. Across the galaxy, the systematic destruction of Valoran civilization unfolded with brutal efficiency. The peaceful species had few defenses. Their shield technology, designed primarily for navigation and environmental protection, failed against the Council's military-grade weapons. On Valora Prime, the Valoran homeworld, children were being evacuated to underground shelters when the first Council ships appeared. The planetary defense grid, recently upgraded with Earth technology, managed to down 2 enemy vessels before being overwhelmed. Back on Earth, world leaders gathered in an emergency session. Video feeds from the few surviving Valoran outposts showed scenes of devastation. Billions of Valorans were already dead or missing. President Min addressed the somber gathering. "The Galactic Council has revealed its true nature. They expected us to stand by while they slaughtered our allies." She paused, looking at each face in the room. "I propose we show them how humans respond to betrayal." The vote was unanimous. Admiral Tak received his orders within the hour. Earth's fleet, though small compared to the Council forces, was immediately mobilized. Every available ship was prepared for combat, even those still in the testing phase. "We have reports that a pocket of Valorans are holding out on their colony in the Cygnus system," General Jun informed Tak. "They've established a defensive perimeter using modified mining equipment. It won't last long." "Then we better get there quickly," Tak replied, studying the tactical display. "How many ships can we deploy immediately?" 7 combat-ready vessels, sir. 4 more can launch within 12 hours. Tak nodded grimly. "We'll take what we have now." The Valorans don't have 12 hours. As Earth prepared its military response, Ambassador Rin and her team remained prisoners in the Council chamber. From their energy cell, they watched as Councillor Quan received regular updates on the assault. "Why are you doing this?" Rin asked, her voice heavy with grief. "We have never threatened you." Quan approached the barrier. "Your species was acceptable when you were predictable. Humans are chaotic, innovative in dangerous ways. Your alliance with them upset the balance we have maintained for millennia. So you murder billions to maintain your control." Rin's voice shook with anger. "We eliminate threats before they can grow," Quan replied coldly. The humans will be next. A junior council member rushed into the chamber, whispering urgently to Quan. His expression changed from confidence to concern. The Valoran ship appeared in Earth's orbit on a quiet Tuesday morning. Its crystalline hull shimmered like a diamond against the blackness of space. Earth's military detected it first, scrambling fighter jets that looked tiny next to the massive alien vessel. Captain Tak stood on the bridge of Earth's largest military ship, his hands clasped behind his back as he studied the alien craft on the view screen. "Sir, they're broadcasting a message on all frequencies," Lieutenant Hannah said, her fingers moving quickly across her console. "Let's hear it," Tak ordered, his voice calm despite his racing heart. The message was simple. "We come in peace and friendship. We are the Valorans." Within hours, world leaders gathered to respond. President Min addressed the Valorans with cautious optimism. "Earth welcomes you with open minds and hopes for peaceful exchange." 3 days later, the Valorans sent down a shuttle. It landed in a field outside Seoul, where a diplomatic team waited. Ambassador Rin was the first to emerge, tall and slender with pale blue skin that seemed to glow from within. 4 more Valorans followed her. "We have watched your world for many years," Rin explained as she sat across from human representatives. "Your species shows great promise." The Valorans revealed they had mastered faster-than-light travel centuries ago. They offered to share this technology with Earth. "We believe in cooperation, not conquest," Rin said with a gentle smile. Scientists from both worlds began working together. Dr. Yun led Earth's research team, spending long hours with Valoran engineers to understand their crystal-based technology. "It defies our physics," Dr. Yun told Captain Tak one evening as they reviewed progress. "But it works. In 5 years, we could have our own FTL ships." It took only 3. The first human-built starship, Unity, launched with a crew of both humans and Valorans. Captain Tak commanded the mission with Rin serving as his advisor. They visited 3 nearby star systems before returning to a hero's welcome. Trade agreements followed. Earth provided raw materials and art, while the Valorans shared medical advancements that cured several human diseases. Cultural exchanges flourished, with human music becoming especially popular among young Valorans. But not everyone in the galaxy was pleased with this new alliance. 6 months after Unity's historic flight, a delegation from the Galactic Council requested a meeting with Earth and Valoran representatives. The council members arrived in ships that dwarfed even the Valoran vessels. Their designs were angular and threatening, covered in what appeared to be weapon systems. Councillor Quan led the delegation. He was short with gray skin and 6 fingers on each hand. His eyes were completely black, making his expressions hard to read. "The Council oversees all major interstellar affairs," Quan explained during the formal meeting. "We ensure stability and prevent unfortunate conflicts." Ambassador Rin seemed tense throughout the meeting. When the Council representatives left, she pulled President Min and Captain Tak aside. "The Council claims to protect peace, but they enforce uniformity," she whispered. "They've eliminated species they deemed unpredictable before. Our standing has protected us so far, but your rapid advancement concerns them." "Are they threatening us?" Tak asked bluntly. "Not directly," Rin replied. "But we should accelerate our defense planning." Over the next year, Earth and Valora deepened their alliance. Valoran engineers helped design shield technology for Earth's growing fleet of ships. Human military strategists shared tactical concepts with the traditionally peaceful Valorans. The Galactic Council watched these developments with growing concern. Councillor Quan filed report after report about the dangerous potential of humans and their influence on the Valorans. "They lack proper respect for established order," Quan told the full council. "The humans push boundaries without understanding consequences, and now they're pulling the Valorans down this reckless path." Meanwhile, on Earth, Captain Tak was promoted to Admiral and given command of Earth's first combat-ready starship fleet. 5 vessels equipped with both human and Valoran technology prepared for their maiden voyage. "We hope for peace," Admiral Tak told his crews before launch. But we must be ready for anything. As Earth's ships departed for their first patrol mission alongside Valoran vessels, Counselor Quan called an emergency session of the Galactic Council. Dr. Yun met his gaze steadily. We haven't had time for proper testing. But the theory is sound. Tak nodded. Install them immediately. As Earth's improvised fleet prepared to launch, citizens gathered in fields and rooftops to watch. Children held handmade signs wishing the ships good luck. Many people brought blue flowers, the color of Valoran skin, and released them into the wind as the ships rose through the atmosphere. On the bridge of the Vengeance, Admiral Tak received one final transmission from Earth. Admiral, President Min said, her image slightly distorted on the screen, you carry the hopes of two worlds. Remember, we don't need to win every battle. We just need to show the Council that their actions have consequences. Tak nodded. We won't let you down. As Earth grew smaller behind them, Lieutenant Hannah approached the Admiral. Course laid in, sir. All ships report ready. Then let's bring the fight to them, Tak said quietly. For Earth and Valora. The 16 ships accelerated in perfect formation, then vanished into the darkness of space, carrying humanity's vengeance to the stars. The Council's supply station orbiting a gas giant in the Rigel system had never needed heavy defenses. For thousands of years, no one had dared attack Galactic Council facilities. The board security officers monitored their sensors with little interest, playing games on secondary screens. An alarm suddenly blared. 3 unidentified ships had appeared from nowhere, already inside the station's defensive perimeter. Impossible, the lead officer muttered, frantically activating the station's shields. No ships could approach without detection. But the Earth vessels had used a Valoran navigation technique, skimming the gas giant's atmosphere to mask their approach. Before the Council's shields fully engaged, Admiral Tech's flagship launched Dr. Yun's harmonic disruptors. The devices floated toward the station, looking harmless until they activated. Suddenly, the station's shields flickered and failed completely. Fire, Tak ordered calmly. Precision strikes disabled the station's weapons and communication systems. No Council reinforcements would arrive in time. We have 15 minutes, Tak told his boarding teams. Take everything useful and plant the charges. The Earth soldiers moved with practiced efficiency, downloading Council databases and seizing critical supplies. They placed explosives at key structural points, then retreated to their ships. As they pulled away, the station erupted in a series of controlled explosions. It didn't destroy the facility entirely, but ensured it would be useless for months. First strike successful, Lieutenant Hannah reported. No casualties on either side. Tak nodded with satisfaction. That's how we'll win this war. Not through destruction, but by making the cost of their campaign too high to bear. Similar raids occurred simultaneously across Council space. Earth's small fleet, divided into even smaller strike teams, attacked with surgical precision. They targeted supply lines, communication relays, and fuel depots, the infrastructure of war rather than military targets. The Council was unprepared for this approach. Their massive warships sat helplessly as Earth vessels struck and vanished before they could respond. Council commanders, trained in conventional warfare, struggled to adapt to humanity's unconventional tactics. After 2 weeks of successful raids, Admiral Tak received intelligence about a Council prison world where captured Valorans were being held. Among them was Ambassador Rin. It's heavily defended, General Jun warned during their secure communication. A direct assault would be suicide. Then we won't attack directly, Tak replied. He turned to his tactical officer. Show me the planet's supply schedule. The plan they developed was audacious. Earth forces hijacked a Council supply ship bound for the prison world. Disguised as Council personnel, a small team led by Captain Han landed on the planet. While pretending to unload supplies, they mapped security systems and located prisoner areas. That night, as the prison's guard rotation changed, 3 Earth ships dropped from orbit, using the harmonic disruptors to create gaps in the planetary shield. Strike teams descended directly into the prison compound. Alarms blared as council guards scrambled to respond. But the Earth forces moved with precise coordination, disabling security systems and freeing prisoners section by section. Captain Han found Ambassador Rin in a high-security cell. The once dignified Valoran was thin and weak, but her eyes lit up at the sight of humans.